This world shall know pain.
Alright, what is up guys? I'm here to show you guys the showcase for all the items inside Forest of Death. So, we're gonna be going over Cursed Seal of Heaven, Super Odama Rasengan, Reaper Death Seal, Vanishing Rasengan, and Demon Substitution, as well as Shisui Tanto. And also Kakashi Companion, but I'm gonna hop on a friend's account to show you guys that. So we're gonna start off with Super Odama Rasengan. It's over here in the subjutsu. The cooldown is 25 seconds. You jump in the air, do a big slam. It has a big AoE and it does like 60,000 damage with mode. So it's a pretty good ability. I use it a lot. I have it inside my kit, but it's pretty basic, to be honest. There's nothing much about it, but the range is super short on the dash, so you need to like stop someone, like you need to freeze them or something before you use the ability, because all they're gonna do is like move out of the area. Even though the AoE is like extremely big, they can like run before you even crash. It's really easy, especially if they have like a Jinchuriki cloak that can teleport. They just teleport back twice and then they're out of it. But that's it for Super Odama Rasengan. Now we're gonna be going over the Vanishing Rasengan. Cooldown is 18 seconds. You get a Rasengan in your hand and you throw it, and does 45,000 damage without mode, and I think like 65,000 damage to 69,000 damage with mode. But that's if you're already S3 with 6,000 ninjutsu. It's gonna do damage based on your stats, but with max stats it does about 69,000 damage, maybe 70,000 damage depending on which mode you use, for like lightning cloak. Now, one conspiracy I have about Vanishing Rasengan is that if it has tracking, because some people say it does. I personally don't see the tracking. Like if I'm fighting someone in a PvP and I throw it at them, that does not track them. It just goes in a straight line like a baseball and I just miss. I don't use it. I don't like the jutsu. Maybe I have to be closer. I'm probably trying to snipe them with it too far. Maybe I'm out of the auto tracking range. That could be the case, but I don't use the jutsu, to be honest. But it's pretty good. I've never seen anyone use it in a fight though. I've never seen anyone use it in a fight. But I like the design. And then we have my favorite subjutsu in the entire game, Reaper Death Seal. Reaper Death Seal has a long cooldown, but it was recently buffed. I don't know if it was shadow buffed. I don't know if they announced it. But Reaper Death Seal was so horrible, and now it's pretty much in war mode it's broken, and in normal fights it's just good. Like it's just strong, because when you use it, right, you have iframes this entire time. You hit them once and then you hit them twice. So whenever you see the damage come out, you're getting HP, chakra, and mode for each time you hit them, and you're getting 1,000 mode, 100,000 HP, and I think 10,000 chakra per hit. So if you hit one person twice, that means you're gonna get 2,000 mode, 200,000 HP, and 20,000 chakra. So that's a lot of stats. Like 2,000 mode instantly, like that's a steal. It's so good. I love Reaper Death Seal. Now I'm gonna show you guys a clip of Reaper Death Seal in its most precious form in war mode, where you literally can line up Zetsus and get your mode back instantly. Like, look at that, guys. It's so stupid. I go from having such low mode, I use it, and back to full just because I lined up my Zetsus, because every single hit is 1,000 and you can line them all up and oppose them in. It's so dumb. But other than that, Reaper Death Seal, really good jutsu, has iframes, has a really long range, it pulls people in, and I think that it's the best jutsu I think it's the best subjutsu right now, next to Peekaboo, because Peekaboo's really strong. Like I think Peekaboo's like kind of broken. But other than that, we can move on to Demon Substitution Jutsu. Demon Substitution is probably the worst one out of all of these. Maybe Cursed Seal, I don't know. I've seen some people use Demon Sub, but all you do is you turn into a shuriken and then you teleport to a target. Now, one thing to keep in mind about Demon Substitution, you cannot use this ability if you do not have a target. You need to be aiming at something to use it. It does good damage. It teleports you behind them. But other than that, it's pretty basic ability and it's blockable. Like I mean everything's blockable in this game, but the fact that when they block it, it does like literally no damage, and you don't get teleported. That's something that you should keep in mind. So, Demon Substitution, not the best ability. I've seen some people use it. They end up dying for it because if your build isn't made for close quarter combat, don't use it. But if you need like something to catch up to a person or like teleport directly up on them, and if you don't have Raijin Kunai, this is probably a good substitute. Or if you also don't have Shisui Tanto, which we're gonna get into next. Shisui Tanto, it does, I don't know how much damage it does for left click, but I know when you press Q, you look at a target, you teleport to it, and it does 25,000 damage. This skill is based off Taijutsu, and it does more damage based on stats. Now, Shisui Tanto has an area of effect hit. As you saw, I did damage to both logs, like this. Or I can do all damage to all 3 logs. I don't use Shisui Tanto at all. I've never seen anyone use it. It's more of like a beginner weapon. If you don't have a weapon, you might want to grab this. It's really, it's cool. I like it. It's cool, but it's just not on par with the other weapons, such as Gaiden Kusanagi V2 or Acrobat Style, or even Raijin Kunai. I just think that all these weapons are way better, and you might as well just use it. And then, coming up to the end of the showcase, we have Curse Mark. You have the stats on the right. These are the first stats. Curse Mark has 2 stages. This is the first stage. You get a nice curse mark around you. The purple aura I really like. You look pretty drippy. You get some good speed. It's decent. It's enough. It's enough to get you around. And then your ability is you just press Z and then you have black lightning around you. And it does 47,000 damage, which is okay. The fact is that you stand still, so if you miss, you're just a sitting target. And then we're gonna move on to the second form, where you have wings. Now you're black. Now your aura turns black, your skin turns gray, and your outfit stays the same. One thing to keep in mind about this, guys: if you double jump and hold down space, you can fly, but it drains a lot of stamina. Keep that in mind. This is the worst fly in the game because it drains the most stamina out of all other flies. But the fly looks really cool. I like the animation. Look how you're flying, and then the wings are flapping. That's nice. But other than that, the fly is pretty bad. I don't use it because it takes too much stamina. Now, the thing about the fly, it actually has an R&B Q ability. So if you have a weapon equipped and then you hold down right click and you press Q, you do like a dash and it hits people. It's a multi-hit, so it's gonna hit them like 3 to 4 times. It does decent damage, and it actually has like a really long range, so you can even use it for transport. You don't even have to hit anyone with it like this. It's okay. And finally, it's pretty sure that you still have the black Chidori, but then you just like do a dash on top of them and it does more damage. So I'll show you guys that again once the cooldown is off. Okay, now that the cooldown's off, we're gonna use it again. You press Z, you do a dash, and it crashes, doing 59,000 damage, basically 60,000 damage. I like this ability. I've never seen people use Curse Seal. People mostly get it just so then they can have their inventory looking all clean. Right? But it's a good ability, just that this is so much better. There's so much better modes that you can use. For example, if you want to fly and do a lot of damage, you can simply use Chome and just go to any form and fly. Like, it's just so much better. And one thing about Chome, guys, I'm gonna leak a little glitch. If you have Chome and you have the incomplete cloak and you fly, it takes no stamina. Look at that. My stamina is not draining. So you basically have an infinite fly. It's just that your mode runs out. And you can Teal Beast Bomb while it's flying. So it's like, this is just so much better. It's an infinite fly. It's just better, in my opinion. Sandfly is way better as well, because it takes basically no stamina at all. Because Sandfly, it takes 200 stamina, and then you regen 200 stamina. So as soon as it takes the stamina, you regen it back. So yeah. But back to the video, let me show you guys the final Force of Death spawn, which is Itachi Companion. So I'm gonna transfer over to my friend's account. because I don't have the companion, but he thankfully let me use his account for this showcase. So I'll be back. Alright guys, and we're back. So now I'm on my friend's account. We're gonna go grab the Itachi companion, and we're gonna use it. And then it does. Itachi turns into Susanoo and does a slash. It does 20,000 flat damage. Now I'm gonna check if this is based on mode, because I don't know for sure. What level does he have this? Christ, he has no tail beast leveled up. Oh, nice. I'm gonna check based on mode to see if it does more damage or not. But without mode, it does a flat 20,000 damage, guys. It doesn't seem too good in my opinion. Why can't I not use my next form? There you go. So I'm gonna use it. Nope. Okay, so it does not scale off of mode, guys. No matter how much points you have, no matter if you have mode on or not, it does not scale off of mode. It does a flat 20,000 damage. I don't think it's a good companion. You can get it if you want, if you wanna have your inventory completed, but I don't recommend using this companion inside a combo unless you really know what you're doing, or if you really find it necessary. But other than that, that's the end of the showcase, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done that already, and drop a like in this video. The next video coming out is the updated all Genkai showcase, because that is highly requested. So yeah, I'm gonna record that very soon. Shout out to Garo for letting me use his account, not only for the Itachi Companion Showcase, but he's also letting me use his account for the Paper and Itachi Mangekyo Sharingan Showcase. So, shout out to him, man. Thank you so much, Garo, for letting me use your account. Alright, see you guys.
I know you won't believe me at first, but you just have to have a little bit of faith and a little bit of hope. If you're listening to this, just know that I believe in you.